the hit, take the hit, take the hit, take the hit, take the hit. FPL, take the hit. You're here with Mick and Jov. We are back for the FPL Take the Hit show. This is pre-recorded. We're not live today, Jov. We're not live.
Yeah, I mean, we did our live questions already, so we're going to be doing our live questions, and we're going to do them in our pre-recorded video, so you'll get a nice little notification and enjoy the show.
That's right. That's right. You know what, Jov? I'm going to start the show off today a little bit different.
How are you going to start?
A little bit different because we've gone back to basics. We've gone back to our pre-recorded show. It's back to just pure Mick and Jov. No interruptions, no questions. We've already handled the questions. That's all done. That's all behind us. I want to start off today by just simply going into something that's close to my heart, okay? And it's Pep Guardiola, right? So after watching the mini match of Fulham versus Manchester City, which was a great game, 2-0, should have been fucking 8-0. Anyway, should have been 8-0. But I watched the end of that, and then Pep comes on the screen after the game talking about, all the bullshit he talks about, Pep roulette and all the rest of it. And I was just staring Pep down. I noticed, man, you know what? I know that Pep Guardiola's, got a great paying job, and he's probably got a nicer car than me, but I've got more hair than Pep Guardiola. I've got more hair on my head than Pep Guardiola.
Did you not shave for 3 days or 4 days?
This is hard work, man. This is hard work right here. So there you go. There you go, people. How about that?
I didn't know that. I feel more enriched that I know that now. So thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Right?
You're welcome. I just wanted to start off like that. Start off on a good note, good note. Not as much hair as Job, but not too bad. Not too bad.
It's all right. Yeah. Same family.
So now it's been an interesting week in FPL. Obviously, as we first time in
where's my lead stop?
Very long time. So we both enjoyed that game. We watched the 90 minutes together.
Yes,
very rare for us to watch 90 minutes together.
Yeah, no, it was good. I mean, the first half was amazing. Let's be honest. We gave you guys a good run.
I was worried after Bamford put that goal in. I was worried, mate. I was just like, where's this game going? Man doesn't concede that kind of goal. It was very interesting.
We've got the capability to beat anyone, but we just needed to play 90 minutes. We only played, unfortunately, about 50 minutes. Yeah, it's from the 60th or from the 50th minute to the 70th minute, you guys just dominated. Yeah. You kind of tired us out. We couldn't even string passes together, which was I've watched every single Leeds game full 90 this season, and we just looked like we weren't at the races. We couldn't pass. So full credit to Chelsea, and it's made me aware that you guys are definitely title contenders. There's no question.
Oh, absolutely.
For me, there's no question.
Absolutely. I'm very, very excited. I was a bit unhappy to see this man go down. Hakim Ziyech getting another injury, a reoccurrence of his hamstring injury. Man. As an owner as well, it was very disappointing to see him go off in the 21st, but it does breathe new light into this Chelsea team. We've got the depth there. So we're going to see potentially. We're going to see what this Chelsea team can really do. Everton coming up next, so I'm very excited for that game.
It's going to be goals.
It's going to be very interesting.
We know that you're going to score.
Well, absolutely. Should we We'll kick it off, Joff? We'll have a look at your team, shall we?
Shall we? Let's do it.
Let's chuck him on the screen. There it is. All right. Big it up on the big screen. There we go. And there's my bald head right there. Streaming in.
So
86 points.
86 points.
Take us through it.
What am I? Roughly 582,000 in the world.
Huge. So, what a jump.
Yeah, big jump. Yeah. I've been slowly jumping, slowly climbing. Took a hit again, so adds to the standard. I think I've done 20 transfers this season, which is just crazy. But I'm having fun, man. I'm having fun. And this week I literally had a choice to make. It was either, all right, have some fun and choose Mahrez, or be a bit more conservative and bring in Jota because everyone else has got him. And I had some fun, Mick, as I always do. Brought in Mahrez. He got me a bonus point somehow. I've never seen that happen before. You see players like defensive midfielders that can potentially get a bonus point by great passing. Never seen a winger get a bonus point to do nothing. So thanks, Mahrez, for your bonus point. And you're straight out. We're going to get into that later. But, so at the back, my defense just did horrible. Between my 3 defenders and my keeper, what did I get? 8 points. So poor defense. But you know what? This is where the business happens. Every other player got some sort of return. So, Fernandes off the bench did some business. Obviously, Salah, Son, De Bruyne all got either 13 or 14 points. De Bruyne captain. Bamford and Calvert-Lewin just keep scoring or keep getting chances, as in Bamford's case. At least Calvert-Lewin puts them away. But
that midfield, when I looked at your team prior to game week 11, I saw this beast of a midfield that you have is ridiculous. So it'll be interesting to see who you brought in from Mahrez. I'm very excited to see what happens there because, I mean, going from Mahrez to anyone, I'm sure it's going to be a decent player.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, there's a lot of options there. We'll get into that a bit later. But yes, obviously my bench is poor. I need to work on my bench, which it's the reason why I've actually made an early transfer because I wanted to get this certain player in, which we'll get into later. We'll do that. We'll get into him later. I
love the state of your bench. It's
my bench is it's in need of. Look, the thing is that this is the first week in 11 game weeks that I didn't use my my 11 players. I had 10 men because Kilman didn't play. So the bench I haven't really suffered too much, but it's time because Christmas period's coming. We're going to talk about that in a second. But yeah, very important stuff. How'd you go anyway?
Give me time. It is time, man. It is time to have a bench, Joff, I think. So no, it's good. Good to see. Good to hear that you're gonna get yourself a little bench there, Joff.
I know how to play this
I'm happy for you.
I've played this game for a long time now, and that's the thing is, look at my experience. One game week that I've suffered. I don't bring in rotation players like Cancelo, who started and kept clean sheet.
He sure did. Let's have a look at my team. All right, you know what? I did all right, Joff. I did not as good as you, all right? We're not all as good as Joff.
Calm down.
But, I got 79 points, which is, I beat the average. It was a high-scoring week, though. Average points being 62. So, I didn't take any hits, so that 79 points is all mine.
You love no hits.
I just made one transfer, brought in McCarthy for Martinez in the end, just for a measly 2 points. So nothing really to see here. I could have easily just left Martinez, but I needed to make a transfer, and that was the one that I decided upon. So in defense there, got James Chilwell, got the double Chelsea defense, which I'm really, really liking. I think James is probably one of the most underpriced defenders in the game at the moment. I think he's up to 5.3 now, most likely. I got him he's 5.3 now. I picked him up at 5 million, so he's super cheap. Chilwell now has become overpriced. That's 6.2 million.
He blanked one game. He's overpriced
for the Chelsea defense. He's the most expensive Chelsea defender. Yeah. I'm talking. For the starters. James at 5.3, Zuma at 5.4. And you got Chilwell at 6.2. It's a bit of a jump.
I thought you were going to that straight away. I was thinking, calm down, like jumping off Chilwell bandwagon.
No, mate, but he's not going anywhere from my team. I love Chilwell. I got Cancelo in there. Cancelo culture. Got his start. I was very impressed. Very happy that he got a start straight back in the team. Played at right back instead of Walker, which no one saw coming. If you were going to pick a City defender against this Fulham team, you would have gone Walker.
Yeah, true.
Guaranteed. Walker's going to get a start. And what happens? Pep roulette, baby.
I love you playing
Pep roulette.
I love you playing it. I love you playing the Pep roulette.
Yeah.
And it worked for you.
It worked all right.
When it works for you, it's good fun.
That's it.
that was why I had Mahrez, man, because he actually revealed that to us, saying, Mahrez will start. It's like, what's going on? I got to bring this guy in. Thanks for doing that.
I ended up playing Dallas instead of as my Grealish substitute off the bench.
Yeah, smart.
Instead of getting rid of Grealish, which pretty much the masses were doing. Yeah. I thought, you know what, I'm going to want Grealish back, so I'm not going to sell him. Held on to him. Obviously, I probably missed out on a few points by holding Grealish, but that's a sacrifice I was willing to make.
Yes, it was.
Unfortunately for me, Ziyech only got 1 pointer and an injury. Unfortunately for him as well. Hopefully he's back soon.
Poor guy.
Other than that, I've got the Holy Trinity, the Triforce, you might call them: De Bruyne, Fernandes, and Salah. They're locked in there, not going anywhere.
Strong,
easy captain choices between those three every week. Someone will get the captain's armband on those three, and then just the stock standard Calvert and Bamford up front. As we touched on earlier, the ownership of KDB, Fernandes, and Salah as a combination is under 2%. It's 1.4, something like that.
That is crazy.
So you'd think, okay, owning all these players who are all 30% plus owned, you're not being different to other players, other managers. But having said that, we know now the ownership of all three is actually quite different to other teams out there.
Well, that's the thing is all three of them are, at big clubs and they're all on penalties, So I think that's really important. I mean, the only thing that, you can look at as well is like, Werner from Chelsea on penalties and a really strong, I know that he's not in the midfield, but someone like Werner or Kane from Tottenham, a big player that's on penalties. And I've always liked that. I've always liked that set piece player. But I mean, with those guys, they're all on free kicks. Sometimes Salah takes less than others, but so it's those three are just amazing options. Yep. Amazing options.
Yep. So on my bench there, you can see I've got Grealish, Kilman, who's now out of favour. Hopefully comes back, and Brewster in there. So Got to fix up that defense, I reckon, the bench before Christmas. But other than that, it's looking pretty good.
Your bench ain't much better, man.
Hey, come on now. Grealish and Brewster.
Grealish will be Dallas. It'll be Dallas, Kilman, and Brewster. And Brewster, has he scored a goal?
No, he's poor, mate. He's got to go. He might have actually left my team this week already. Who knows?
9 minutes. His minutes have slowly trickled down.
He's just poor, unfortunately for Mr. Brewster there. So that's it. That's our team reveal for the week. How we did last week. So I reckon we jump into the hot topic this week, Joff. The first hot topic is, well, we know that. People like chasing Fulham points, don't they? We all like chasing Fulham points. Let's see, Mahrez last week, who was absolute trap.
And Jota this week.
The Mahrez last week trapped everyone that brought him in. And actually, when Joff told me, I'll bring that little thing up there on the screen. When Joff told me that he was going to go and bring in Mahrez for Fulham, I thought it's a great move. I understand why you're doing it, but it's like because we play this game. I always look what a player does after getting a hat trick. Every single time a player gets a hat trick, no, they don't back it up with another hat trick. That most of the time they back it up with nothing. Sometimes they back it up with something. Most of the time, nothing.
I want to go to the one player that I know scored a hat trick this season.
Calvert-Lewin
backed up after he scored 3 goals in 3 games.
But the thing is, you bring that player in because you're chasing points from the hat trick.
Oh, yeah.
And you think, it could happen again.
Look, for me, you can look at it however you want. I understand that. But all it is that we're looking at a player which Mahrez is a freak of nature, and he's playing against Fulham, who love conceding goals at home. We know he's going to start. That's all I was doing. So, chasing points. I mean, what are we doing playing the game? We try to get points. So that's all I was doing. But I understand anyone that brought in Mahrez. I get it. Yeah,
no, so do I. I was super scared, Joe. Believe me, I was.
Yeah, I'm sure you're relieved. That's why this is just all relief. But.
It is relief. Anyway, we're talking about Salah or Jota or both, Joff. So this is a big question. Fulham again. We're chasing Fulham points. So people are going to, obviously, after Salah had a couple of weeks off, had a bit of a rest, you might say. And now we've seen that Champions League, Salah got 90 minutes in the Champions League. So what do you think, Joff? Do you think this guy's going to start against Fulham?
I hope so. I mean, he should, but I mean, who knows? We're going to have to. For me, I'm waiting for Klopp's press conference. Obviously, that's my my mode of understanding what's going on here, whether I captain him or not.
Yeah.
And same as with Jota. We know that Jota didn't play last weekend in the EPL, and he played in the Champions League. I think at 80 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's rotation could start, but maybe it doesn't. So it's one of those things where it depends on the dealer's choice, player, however you want to play the game. That's what you're going to have to do now.
Yeah.
Because you think Salah starts, don't you?
I think Salah starts, yeah. I think that Klopp needs the points. He's going to want to have a really good end to the year. And he's going to want to get back on top of the table, mate, where Liverpool really, they like to be.
Yeah.
They're one of the best teams in the league, obviously suffering from defensive injuries at the moment. But they're starting to get the team back together. Robertson's still playing. TAA came on at the end and got an assist, late assist in that game. The thing is, though, people are trying to cover. They're trying to cover, yeah. So I saw a lot of teams that had Mahrez instead of KDB last week, and you suffered for it. And then people might try to cover. Managers are going to try to cover Salah with Jota, which I think is unadvisable.
No, of course not. There's no question that they're not in the same caliber. And obviously Salah's on pen. Salah will get 90. I mean, not 90. Salah will get more minutes, obviously, than Jota. Jota's we still don't really know what we're going to get out of Jota. Like, I really want to check right now goal difference in the here it is now. So I want to see this because I want to see if Klopp chases, because their goal difference is 9. Tottenham's is 14. Chelsea's is 14. So this could be a game that he chases. If he chases this to, all right, let's get the goals up. Let's get this goal difference up. Sometimes they like doing that. This could be it. Because I know that Fulham's home form, they concede more at home than they concede away. That was the reason that I didn't want to bring in Mahrez last week. That was the one reason, is that Fulham away have been keeping a little bit tighter, which is just crazy. At home, they cop more. Crazy stuff. But this could be a cricket score. This could be huge. I hope it is, because I've got Jota and Salah. I've just brought in Jota. I've spoiled my transfer.
You love spoiling your transfer.
I love doing that. Get it out the way.
All right, that's interesting there, mate. All right, well, I reckon we move on to my gut feeling of the week, Job. Let's get straight into it.
Let's do it.
Gut feeling.
My gut feeling for this week, I'm going to play the fixtures here a little bit, Joff. Now, I'm playing the fixtures. I'm also going to play someone who got a bit of an injury, someone that you really, really have a nice affinity with. I'm surprised.
I'm a big fan.
I'm surprised you haven't brought him straight back in, to be honest with you. It really goes to show your loyalty to
listen
players.
to this guy.
I'm just saying it because I know it's going to burn you for me. Danny Ings' job. I'm going to go with Danny Ings.
The businessman.
He's dropped down to literally 6% ownership.
6%.
So very, very low ownership. He's playing Sheffield at home. Got a penalty in his 45-minute run out last week. So Danny Ings, man, I think he's a great shout this week. Back with a bang. I looked at him this week for my own team, but I just couldn't bring myself to bringing in Danny Ings, to be honest. But, man, for everyone else out there that's thinking about a striker around the 8 million mark, Danny Ings.
Danny Ings, man, there's no question. I mean, that's the thing we know with this guy. What do we know about Danny Ings? He's clinical, and he scores against anyone. He can score. He is fixture-proof. That's the thing is that Southampton team, they're not great. Let's be honest. They're not great.
I think they're a top 10 team.
They're doing great. They're doing amazing stuff, but they're not like a Hasselhüttl, man. I really like this manager. I feel like he gets the most out of his players. I feel like he's got a good balance of, kind of working his boys, but then giving them the love that they need because he's got a really good kind of structure there. And Danny Ings, like I said in our questions as well, he'll definitely be in my team sooner or later. I don't know when. I want to keep faith in DCL. DCL's looked after me this season, and that's why I've got this strong affinity with Danny Ings because I look after people who look after me, and Danny Ings looked after me last season. He'll be back in, but DCL or Bamford, I can't drop either of them, so I'm gonna have to lose someone in the midfield to bring in Danny Ings. So have to wait and see. I know he's coming in my team eventually. I just need to make it work, So, but yeah, Danny Ings. I'd be looking at him 100%.
Thank you for backing up my choice there, Joe. I knew you would.
He's just an amazing guy. He's just an amazing player.
He is clinical. All right, mate. Let's talk about this busy Christmas schedule we've got coming up, Joff.
It's coming, man.
It's coming. It's pretty much here. It's upon us. It is upon us. So our first little hint of advice when it comes to the busy Christmas schedule is get your bench in order. Get at least a first playing bench.
Yeah, option. I think that's
at least one. I mean, I've used my first sub this season so many times. There's been 11 game weeks. I'm guessing somewhere close to 5 times I've had a first sub come on this season because the player hasn't played. Someone got injured. Someone got bloody COVID early. Late in the game. The postponements. Obviously, this week postponement. My first sub obviously played because Grealish didn't play, so Dallas came on. So just get that first bench option in order. That's the bare minimum to have that first bench option, yeah? So for me, it's having someone like a 4.5 million defender. I know we don't want to spend much on besides your starting 11, but just spending that extra 0.5 to get a starting defender, someone like Dallas or Ayling or Kufal or Matt Target from Villa, one of those starting defenders that's going to come on for you in the Christmas period, bearing in mind that we've got to think about this, yeah? Aston Villa, 2 double game weeks coming up, yeah? West Ham have got a double game week coming up that looks like it's going to be confirmed for around game week 19. Yeah. Because West Ham are going to, they're not going to play game week 18. That's been postponed because of FA Cup commitments. So it looks like West Ham might get a double game week 19.
Interesting.
That's what we've been told so far, which I've just heard come through. So bearing that in mind as well, you've got to start thinking about West Ham assets as well coming into that little fixture period. Yeah,
true. Souček is obviously a really good option.
Massive.
Straight into it. And, obviously from Newcastle, we know that Newcastle is one of those teams as well that, with Wilson. So there's a few players. There's definitely, I like what you're saying. Looking ahead, sometimes getting that player and you forget about him, like Grealish, for example, or Wilson, or Souček. I think Souček is the best first sub midfielder that there is in the whole game.
Absolutely.
He's just an amazing shout. I mean, he's scored twice in his last 3 or 4 weeks. And, we've seen his numbers the whole season. His stats are crazy, man.
Playing Leeds this week too, man. If I own Souček, I'll be playing him.
I hope he doesn't score because I've got 2 defenders. I've got a defender and a keeper. But before we move forward, I want to just quickly touch on this as well. Before we move forward, because we just spoke about Salah, and I hadn't looked on. This is a Fantasy Football Scout. Thank you, guys. So Jurgen Klopp, after the game, said, Mo looked fine. That's why we didn't take him off. And for other players, even when they don't play that much, then it's really difficult to get through a full 90 minutes after a long time without having 90 minutes played. So he's kind of just backing up the playing of 90 minutes. And he's saying that Mo and I, Mo, I was in contact with him. He had no issues, and that was the reason why we left him on the pitch and why he started. So I feel like after reading that, I think Mo starts 100% against Fulham. I just want to put that out there because, I was a bit undecided. You're guns blazing, but now I'm guns blazing. I think that he definitely starts after reading those words. And obviously, talking about busy Christmas period as well, we've got to talk about some teams that are, looking the goods for the coming fixtures. And
sure.
That's the thing is Liverpool have some decent fixtures as well. I know they've got Tottenham in there, but that's got goals in it as well. We know that Newcastle, West Brom.
Can you just read out those fixtures, sorry?
Yeah, so Liverpool, Fulham away, Tottenham at home, Crystal Palace away, West Brom at home, and then Newcastle away. So
that's good fixtures.
We know that Liverpool, we know what Liverpool can do as well. So they're attackers, maybe not much their defenders, but they're attackers. And I really like, before we get to Leeds, Newcastle's. They've got West Brom at home, Leeds away, and then Fulham at home. So the next three
tasty fixtures.
But then the two after that, they've got City away and Liverpool at home. So that's a bit tricky.
Yeah,
that's a bit tricky.
Indeed.
So then obviously the last one I want to talk about is Leeds. So West Ham at home, Newcastle at home, United away, Manchester United that is, Burnley at home, and then West Brom away. So Leeds again. I've got 3 leads, and they ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I love that you got 3 leads now, man. It took you to a game week 11, nearly 12, game week 12 to get you 3 leads.
We'll spoil both my transfers. We'll get into them later. But yeah, I think that's about it. Does anyone else really want to?
I honestly think Chelsea's fixtures are amazing.
Yeah, true.
If you look at any sort of ticker, they're not going to be green, but Everton concede goals. Wolves are absolutely poor this season. Then West Ham are going to concede. Arsenal are just a joke of a team, and Villa are going to concede. So and Chelsea are the best team in the league. So you got to add that in a little bit at the end of it.
What about Son? What about Son's boys, Tottenham?
Yeah, man, I'm impressed with what Mourinho's doing at Spurs this season. I really am, and I know I'm going to probably just get burnt by not owning Son. I know that I am. Or Kane. I know. And maybe one day I'll own one of them,
Could happen.
What I said to myself this week is, okay, either you bring in Son or you bring in Timo Werner. So you can have a guess who I chose. But if you choose one or the other, give them 3 or 4 weeks and then make the swap back. You know what I mean? Depending on how they react. So that's what I'm going to do. But we'll get into who I chose a bit later on. You can have a little guess there. It might be this guy. I don't know. I'm not sure who I chose. But this week, we're talking about fixtures. We're talking about busy Christmas schedule. What other fixtures this week are tickling your fancy, Joe? For me, I like to look at this Manchester derby.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good game. United have been conceding. They got knocked out of the Champions League, didn't they?
They're gonna be hurt, mate. They're gonna be burning, absolutely burning.
But they're gonna want to come back. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing is when you it's like something that's hurt. They're angry, man. So they're gonna come back into the City game.
They're a wounded animal.
Exactly. I expect goals in this game. That's why Fernandes and KDB are good captain choices for me. I really think they are. I don't know which one. I don't know which team wins this because City's away. And I don't know. This is going to be a really good game.
Yep. I like it. I like to look at that game. Obviously, I like to look at the Everton-Chelsea game. It's going to be an interesting game. People keep saying that we're going to belt Everton. I hope you're right. I think Everton have really caught Chelsea at a bad moment.
Yeah.
Really bad. We've just hit this form. Lampard's got us playing this attacking brand of football that we saw against Leeds that's working, And if Werner clicks into gear, all of a sudden, we're going to be an absolute monster of a team. So
and the sexy man, Oliver Giroud, is your guy now. So the big bad foil that's going to be foiling Timo. So
I like it.
Who knows what happens here with your guys? But should we mention Arsenal versus Burnley? That's a favourable fixture in yesteryear for Arsenal. But is this a potential like a game that maybe Orba?
It's a must. Something? This is a must win for Arteta. This is a signpost saying, okay, Arsenal are a real team. If you got to beat Burnley, you got to beat Burnley at home. Maybe not 5-0 like Manchester City, but you've got to beat Burnley at home. Yeah, you have to. Burnley are only good on their own patch. They're only good at Turf Moor. Yeah, away from home, Burnley they like to concede goals.
Yeah, they're ready.
This is the game for Arsenal.
Yeah, this is it.
Get back on track. Get back on track and start chugging along, man. We need Aubameyang. We need Lacazette. We need Nketiah.
We got Ozil. We got Welbeck from yesteryear. Man, what's going on down there, man? They've got to start to get it together. Honestly, start of the season, I was guns blazing like these guys are going to be gunning. They're going to be doing well, but Arteta just didn't get the strike force together. Therefore, all of Arsenal players.
Delete my team. Delete my team.
I feel sorry for Glenn Kiteley and all the Arsenal fans out there. this season. I hope they get it back together.
They will come good.
Yeah.
I've spoken to like Anton. I don't know if he watches, but I've spoken to an Arsenal fan about Arsenal, and Arteta's just he's finding his feet. He's only had one transfer window, and sometimes you need that second transfer. Maybe in January he starts to click into gear because he's got the defense where he wants it. He just needs to score goals so that his defense can defend something. Do you know what I mean? Like so sometimes you score that first goal in the game, changes the game. Everything's different. But right now they're not scoring. He played with Orba's emotions, man. He started playing Orba on the wing, and it kind of trickled. It started okay last season, but now it's just playing with him.
It's really blown up in his face.
Yeah, man.
I know.
It's like all Arsenal players are traps. At the moment, they're traps, man. It's like that, you know.
It's unfortunate. That's Josh Trap of the Week. Arsenal.
Who would you own from Arsenal besides maybe Bellerin? Is there anyone else?
No,
Bellerin.
I don't partay just so I can say
Thomas.
It's partay time. That's about it. I mean, last game I really want to talk about. I don't really want to talk about it, but it's Leicester versus Brighton.
Ooh.
So people are going to be expecting Jamie Vardy, the Vardy bus is coming. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does there. I mean, it was a classic Jamie Vardy goal. Last minute, poor Sheffield United conceding that goal. The look on the Sheffield, what's the Sheffield coach's name?
Wilder.
Man, the look on his face, he couldn't believe. He's like, I finally got a point. It's going to happen. And then Jamie Vardy comes and just Red Bull just demolishes his party. That's it. Jamie Vardy party. I think you should sell Jamie Vardy personally because he's not a premium player.
Going back there.
He's not a premium player.
Well, he's had a good season.
He's priced that way, but he's not a premium player. So, you know, to free up the money for the Holy Trinity, this is the reason why the Holy Trinity is you know, the Triforce. Let me call them the Triforce. The Triforce power. If everyone knows Zelda, you know what Triforce is. The Triforce power of Salah, KDB, and Bruno Fernandes, you can't get there if you own Vardy. You understand?
It's true.
So sell Vardy and bring in the Triforce power.
Well, Vardy keeps doing stuff though. I mean, I honestly, I don't own Vardy because I've got those Triforce as you speak. But I've got the awesome foursome, including Son. So that's the thing.
All right, talk about Crystal Palace Spurs, mate.
Well, I think that obviously with Spurs doing what they did last week, they got 2-0 against Arsenal, and I know it's London derby, so it's got a lot into that. So Kane, man, again, Kane. He's only blanked I think once or twice this season. He's killing it. I still prefer Son over Kane because Son, like, see that goal? What a goal! That was amazing, that goal.
Now that you brought up Son, I want to tell you a little story about Heung-min Son. Okay, last 4 game weeks, Heung-min Son has had 6 shots.
What's his point?
In 4 game weeks? 6 shots.
Okay.
He scored 2 of those shots. Yeah, he's created 4 chances. Yeah, and Kane has scored 2 of those chances. All right. Stats are shocking.
Clinical.
Absolutely shocking stats. They're coming up against this Crystal Palace team who just on the back of a 5-1 bouncing. So I think they're coming into this Crystal Palace game, and I'm hopeful that they don't smash Crystal Palace. I really am.
Well, in those last 4 stats as you speak of, he's averaging 7.5 points per game in those last 4. Just putting it out there.
I know that.
I'm just putting it out there.
I know that, but the stats are horrible.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I like to look, Son. That's what you're going to get with Mourinho. That's the thing is that's what Mourinho does. He's stat bust because he doesn't care about it. He needs clinical players. That's why it was a Bergwijn and Lamella and Mora. They're not like they're obviously Mourinho's players, but that's why Son's so important because he's clinical.
Yeah.
Like if
I know
if they had Danny Ings, man, wow. But like that's the thing is they get him on the counter and what happens? You know what I mean? But I know what you're saying. I mean that's the thing is the stats are like. If you are looking to make a transfer, and you I understand what you're trying to say. I do.
Having said that, I'm sure that Son and Kane will assist each other and score goals against Crystal Palace.
Well, that's the thing is that
I'll be sad crying in the corner.
This is where we go with this. Is that it's it's time to choose my reckless abandoned triple captain pick.
Let's go.
Heung-min Son.
Reckless abandon, triple captain pick, triple captain pick.
Yeah, so Sonny boy. Yes. I like what I see from this guy week in, week out. He's clinical. He gets the job done. He's just doing stuff every week, whether we like it or not. What's he like? How many goals did he score? Here we go. 10 goals, 3 assists.
Yeah.
100 points for the season. He brought up the 100 points in the 11th game week.
Highest scorer in the game.
My God.
Highest scorer, and probably and nearly the most owned players, nearly 60% ownership. Yep.
That's crazy.
I know. It's a joke. So that's a good pick. I can't doubt that.
I don't know if I'll be doing it. I don't know if I'll be. I definitely won't be triple captaining his son this week. Just again out there for everyone out there, our reckless abandon triple captain pick. We usually will not do it unless it's triple captain week and double game weeks. But it's just like our sometimes it's someone crazy. Like I did Patrick Bamford one week. He blanked.
Well, last week I chose Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, you did KDB.
And 14 points for a triple captain. That's a good option. I was tempted.
You were very tempted. You
very
said
tempted.
That. And you got me tempted by talking about it. I was like, oh, damn, you get the triple captain out the way. Fulham's going to concede at least 2. I thought 3.
You landed your gut. We didn't even speak about that. You chose Mason Mount as your gut feeling last week and got an assist.
I think Mason Mount is a really good option. Like he's starting every week. And
good Ziyech replacement.
Yeah, he's cheap. He's not nasty. I like Mason Mount, man.
That's good. I mean, if you own Ziyech, you could go down to Mason Mount, who's going to be on set pieces now that Ziyech's off the table. And you can use that money to upgrade elsewhere, your bench, maybe
a Chelsea defender or something. Yeah. Like Zuma again scored. Wow, man! Like 4 goals.
We've scored the most corners this season.
4 goals.
We've scored the most corners. So that's obviously there's good service.
Who assisted him? Mason Mount, huh?
Yeah, Mason Mount. He took the corner. He's on corners and he'll be on free kicks now as
11 game weeks, 4 goals for Zuma, man. If not saying he's going to go at this pace, but he could have an 8-goal season, like easily. There's a good chance that Zuma has an 8-goal season.
Absolutely.
More.
Yeah. All right, mate, let's move on to our form players section of the podcast.
Well, we've spoken about a few of them, to be fair.
We have spoken about a few.
And, any ones that we missed, to be honest. I mean,
I think Pedro Neto is an option there at Wolves if you're looking for like a cut price midfielder. There's a lot of midfield rotation happening as in he manages teams, obviously, with this Mahrez, Jota business. Yeah. Grealish as well. Grealish coming in against this Wolves team is another one to look at if you have sold him or if you never owned him. He's someone to look at now coming back in because a lot of people did sell him last week. He was one of the most sold players, obviously not having a fixture.
Guilty.
So owning Grealish this week is going to be a big differential just because people sold him.
True. Yeah, I think that could be a good option there. I mean, we spoke about Neto. Obviously got to talk about Souček as well. We spoke about him. He's in form. He's got 2 goals in his last 4. Budget option, really good one at that.
Especially with the double game week coming up.
Yeah, true. To kind of just set and forget, leave him on the bench. It's done. It's over. Like if I had a 4th midfielder, this would be my guy. You know what I mean? Like he was my 5th midfielder. For a long time. I mean, that's another thing is that you could even have Souček as your playing 4th midfielder. It's doable. It's a fun if you really want Vardy and Kane or something along those lines. Like have 3 powerhouses and then Souček and then a decent couple of strikers. You can do it. You know, it's doable. Otherwise, I mean, we know that Wilson was brought in heaps by Callum the Troll. Before the play. I can't believe this guy gets a goal assist, 12 points, and then the whole bloody virus thing. Like, he's still trolling you. You know what I mean? The Callum the Troll Wilson, and he could come back with a bang here against West Brom.
I know. I think he could too, man.
Yeah.
I owned him for 1 game this season, and he's done so well, man. He really has in this Newcastle team. So, I mean, coming up against West Brom, who knows what they're going to do there. I personally wouldn't go there this week.
Don't go there.
Just because they missed a week, man. The match fitness is not there, but yeah, who knows? It's West Brom. It's bloody West Brom, girl.
Oh, no, man. He could do some stuff, man. Otherwise, I mean, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I think we might have spoken about it. I don't even know, but
yeah, we touched on
this guy is just scoring for fun. A lot of people are talking about getting rid of Calvert. I will not get rid of him until he's drought, until he starts having a drought, because it's just why.
But why?
Why? Like, you got to reward the people that reward you. Loyalty. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm very surprised at the Calvert-Lewin chat, but it goes back to the Triforce. People are trying to bring in these pieces. They're trying to bring in these pieces to make the Triforce, to make this premium. We saw this week almost all the Son, Kane, Fernandes, KDB, Salah, all these premiums delivered. Yeah, and this could be a little trend that's going to start when these premiums start delivering points. These defenses are getting tired, and the defenses have been quite poor in the Premier League this season, to be honest.
True.
So we can see what the convergence that is happening towards these premium players.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there. I still don't understand. I wouldn't be doing that. You got to look elsewhere. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be downgrading not Chilwell though. Chilwell's been way too good as well. But it's hard, man.
Think about it though, Joe. People have they've taken all their money out of the defense. Yeah, Robertson's gone from most teams. TAA has gone from all teams because of the injury.
Well, he's back now, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he's back. But what I'm saying is the defense has been taken
Depleted,
apart.
yeah,
Now they got to find funds elsewhere.
Yeah,
now they're scrounging around. Maybe we'll get rid of Calvert-Lewin. It's money there.
Hard, isn't it? It's hard. It's tricky. It's tricky
a money
season.
game.
Well, it's coming to a point where, like back in the day, there used to be like Fabregas, Gerrard, Lampard, like these penalty taking midfielders. Do you know what I mean? Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, like that you really need to have. I don't like to say need about anything, but they're really like high value options in the midfield there. So yeah, I love that because it's like so simple for me. You know what I mean? For my team, but I understand if you want to go elsewhere, I get it because everyone plays a different way. That's the beauty of this game. You play your own way, stay in your own lane. as Shaman Jurek would say, I believe.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I don't know what else. I mean, Leicester, Brighton. I mean, we've got to talk about like we mentioned Vardy, but Vardy's scoring goals. He's doing bits.
Jamie Vardy, he's a trap. We know that. I can't trap Vardy every week, can I?
Sometimes you can't. But yeah, Liverpool obviously against Fulham, team to look at. Mane, if you don't, if you own him, good on you. Like it's a good week for Mane, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, we know he's gonna get a start. But this week for me, I mean, I've got to make a big call every week, don't I? I've got to make a big call every week. And Sadio Mane is this week's trap of the week.
Oh,
there he is, Sadio Mane.
What? No, why? Why are you trapping Sadio?
I got to trap Sadio. I've got to trap someone. I got to trap someone every week.
Firing line, huh?
He was next on the line.
Wrong place, wrong time, Sadio. No offense.
It was either Mane or Jota, and I've given it to Mane this week. Man. I know it could definitely be.
Jota might get 90 minutes.
I know. So it's one of those two for the trap of the week. But I think Mane. I mean, if you own Mane, why don't you own Salah? Just make the move to Salah. Salah's a better option this season. I mean, finally, it's happened where we've got a season where Salah is the far better option than Mane. And usually it's not. Usually they're kind of neck and neck or whatever. But Salah's really taken the reins this season. So that's for me. That's the reason why I'm choosing Mane as my trap of the week.
Fair enough.
Which is more than fair enough, I believe.
I think it's more than fair enough.
All right, mate. Well, let's move on to our league roundup.
Check out the league.
Let's chuck it on the screen
What do we got? And then we'll do captains and transfers.
Woo!
Which we revealed a lot of it already. But
So this is the Take the Hit Public League. We've got a new leader. We've got Hamza at Glory. Nice.
So he spoke to me on Insta. Sorry, man. He spoke to me on Insta and he was just like, I'm on top of your league. Yeah.
He's loving it.
So good on you, man. We've got to show you his team after we go to the rest.
Yeah, sure. So we've got the new champ, Kirill Kustov, in there. Welcome to the second spot. And we've got Hora Unicorns, Paulo Hora there in third spot. Well done. Well done. Let's have a look at Hamza's Glory team.
Let's check this out. 83 points.
All right, Joffrey, why don't you take us through that team?
All right, so who's he got? He captained KD Beezy. He had Sonny Boy. He had Werner, Calvert, and Bamford up front. Well done. Fernandez. Yeah, well done, man. I mean, because De Bruyne captain, you hit your captain and he gets over 12, he gets to double digits.
You're good.
You've had a good game week. Do you know what I mean? Like,
so there's an example.
Points.
There's an example of a team without the Triforce. See what I mean?
Yeah.
You wouldn't even notice it. I honestly, I couldn't believe the stats when I heard it was 1% ownership between those three. I was like, really? So there's an example of someone who's still got a great team but doesn't have all three.
Yeah, true. Rodriguez still owns Rodriguez as well. Yeah. So no, good team, solid team. Good on you, man. What's he in the world?
Let's have a look.
5,000. Well done.
Well done, Hamza.
Good on you.
Well done, mate. All right, let's bring up the Patreon League. All right, see who's leading that one. All right, we've got a new leader.
Oh, David Parra on top.
David Pazza on top. Well done.
That's awesome. Good on you, David. Oh, Rad Dog off top. Wow.
Consolation prize in second, Gary Warwood and Rad Dog FC. Oh, he's dropped down to third.
We've got to check out Mo Salah. Yes, please. Let's check out David
Parra's team, see how he's doing in their 85 pointers. Oh, used both free transfers. Yep.
Nice.
McCarthy and goals, bro. Vestergaard. Dallas and Zuma in the back. Great. I like that back line. Salah, Son, Fernandez. There you go. No KDB in there, but still got a great score. Playing Oriel Romeu, I'm guessing because he kept Grealish. Yep. There you go. Kane, Wilson, and he kept Wilson and Grealish.
Good on you, man. Well done, Davey.
Well done, Davey.
Wow.
Just backed his team. Captain, Son. There you go. Kane, Calvert, and Wilson up front. There you go. Well done.
Killing it, Davey.
200K in the world.
Well done. That's awesome, man. He's a good man as well. He's a good guy. Well done, Davey. Happy for you.
That's it. Well done, Davey. Excellent. All right. Well, that was our league roundup, Joff. All right, well, before we get into our teams, our moves for this week, let's do a quick Patreon shout-outs.
Yes, Patreon.
So a big thank you to all our patrons out there. We love you guys. It's been awesome to chat on the Slack lately, especially to FPL Sexy. About the Leeds game, Sexy. I think I was quite humble in my approach to the Leeds game. You know, I mean, I was expecting to get a shellacking from you and Sexy if we got beaten. But you know, it was good. It was nice to have a little chat and give Sexy some love. It was a good game.
Yeah, it was.
All I really wanted was a good game. All right, so Samuel Deering, George Zikaka, Stephen Bailey, Gary Warwood, Anthony Farrelly, Kyle Brett, David Parra on top of the league. Yeah. Bradley Emmott, David Jereb, Ivan Kovacevic, Alex Maz, Zach, Damian Roberts, and our producers, Wesley Quark, Bert Van Goys. Good to hear from you, Bertie, by the way. Your team needs some help, but yeah, I think my advice really helped
actually,
out.
before we move any forward, Bert, you will be getting your FPL Take the Hit t-shirt whenever. Let us know when you get it. It should be coming soon, I guess. And same as FPL Sexy. Let me know when you get it because, I know that there's been mailing issues around the world, but let me know when you get it, guys. Continue, sorry.
Excellent. Shahir Hamid, Patrick Carney, Lewis Hughes, and Sammy Horner. Thank you so much, guys,
Thanks, guys.
for all the love and affection. All right, Joff. That was fun.
All right.
That was fun. That was good, man. I enjoyed that. How'd you go? Was that fun for you? Yeah,
I like that. Yeah, so we're getting at the teams there. Yeah.
All right.
It's
It's business time. It's business
time.
It's business time right now. All right. Let's bring up Joffy Boy's team on the screen. Bang! There she is.
Ooh, you already prepared.
I am prepared. There is your team from last week.
All right.
So take us through. What have you done to this team, Joe?
So what I have done, I have taken yet another hit, yet again.
Oh, okay.
Because that's what I do. Because that's what we are.
I'm guessing Mahrez goes.
So Mahrez was out the next day because I made the decision before I made the move. I was like, you know what? If Mahrez trolls me, I take him out straight away. I didn't muck around.
Very nice.
I took him out just so I didn't have to, just so that I didn't keep him, didn't get swayed to keep him in case he does something midweek or whatever. So I took him out.
Mahrez goes. Who comes in?
Jota in. So again, Mahrez was a 1 week punt. Yeah, so this is the way I play the game. All right, accept it or whatever. I don't care. So 1 week punt for Jota as well. So this is another 1 week punt where against Fulham.
Fulham chasing.
That's
Fulham
it. Chasing those Fulham,
Fulham.
sweet,
It's
juicy
so
Fulham points.
Fulham give up lots of points.
Yeah, so that's it. So I've done that. And then I've also boosted my bench and I've brought in Mr. Dallas. So I've taken out Mitchell, I think I took out. Yeah, I took out Mitchell before he went down. He dropped in price.
Oh,
The
really?
next day, would you believe it?
Wow.
I didn't even know.
There you go.
So I took out Mitchell, brought in Dallas. So I do have one on bench now. However, Kilman doesn't play, so I am, again, benchless. Just like that. So I've taken a hit. I've done that. And
so for the podcast listeners, Joff, take us through your team for this week.
So I've got Melia in goal. I have got James Justin at home to Brighton. I like that. Hopefully finally keeps it clean for me. It's like basically having a non-playing defender. They've been conceding goals every week. Anyway, Dallas as well, home to West Ham. Chilwell, Fernandez, Salah, Jota. I've got the combination. Hopefully Jota starts. Hopefully I don't get trolled immediately by Jota as well. Sonny Boy, KDB, Calvert-Lewin, and Patrick Bamford. So that is my starting 11, and I have no bench once again. So that's me, Mick. That's me. And
Very nice. A very nice team,
captaining Salah at the moment.
Very nice team. I like
looking
at that
Fernandez.
team. I don't like looking at your bench, but your team, mate, you put it all on the 11. That's where you just leave it all on the pitch.
Put all out there, man.
Put it on the pitch and leave it right there.
Go hard or go home.
Serenity now. If any rotation, anything like that, Job doesn't care about that. No, I don't care. I'll take the 0 points. I
only have 10 men. I like
it. That's the way you play the game, man. You got to respect that.
That's it.
Very good, man.
Look, my bench is coming. I'm just waiting for it.
You've been saying that for so long.
I know.
I mean, pretty much all season.
It's an intention, At the end of the day, as long as I'm getting some green arrows and stuff, so it's all good. Good for you, Jack.
All right, mate, let's bring up
do?
my team.
What did you do?
What did you do if you had to give up your life for freedom? All right, so I've got McCarthy in goal.
McCarthy.
The back line has changed. So I've got a starting back line of James, Dallas, and Chilwell. That's because Cancelo culture has been cancelled. Cancel Cancelo. He's out of there.
Oh, you took him out.
Don't get.
Him out.
No more pep roulette for Mickey Boy. I've decided that I had the Ziyech injury to deal with there, Joff. So I could have easily just downgraded Cancelo to I went for Target in the end just for Villa's double game weeks coming up. And his stats are decent, so I thought, why not? So I downgraded Cancelo, and I could have easily just upgraded Ziyech to Son, but instead of going with the herd mentality and bringing in Sonny Boy, 60% ownership, 100 points, I've gone for Timo Werner, Joff. I went for Timo Werner instead.
Werner.
So I brought in Werner the Burner, and I am hoping for a big haul against Everton there.
Could do.
Hey, I like what I saw against Leeds. So
we know that Everton are going to concede at least 2. Like
exactly
that's
right.
What happens. Like click on Calvert-Lewin's eye there. Let's look at these guys. You can see. Look at that. Cop 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2,
one
2,
clean sheet all
3,
season.
2, 1, 1. So the last 2 they've actually been really good. They've only got
Christ.
1 and 1.
Yeah.
So
that was against Leeds and Burnley. So come on.
yeah, true. But Leeds, we killed them. We should have scored like 4. So we know that Everton's going to concede here. So Werner coming in could be good for me. Well done.
I think it's a good option. Thank you. So my midfield now looks like this. The Triforce in there. Salah, Fernandes, and De Bruyne. I've got Salah captain, Fernandes vice. And I've got Grealish, which is going to be an interesting differential this week, I believe. Front line again, Bamford and Calvert, obviously highly owned, and Werner in there to complete my team, which I really like the look of, Joff. I've finally, for the first time this season, I've gone 3 up front.
Yeah, nice.
I've switched formation now to a 3-4-3. On the bench, I've got Target in there as my first sub. Oriol Romeu, who made up my 3 moves this week for a hit, which I needed to take out Ziyech to make the move from Brewster to Werner. So that's made the funds freed up. So I've got 2 playing bench options there, and I've got Kilman in there. Hopefully gets his spot back. If he doesn't, he'll be going at some point in the future.
See you later, Mr. Killman.
So there is my team for the week, guys. Hope you enjoy that team. I know I'm going to, and I think it's going to give me some tasty points this week.
Sweet and tasty.
That's it, mate. That is it for the week. We've wrapped it up. Obviously, before we go, we need to just touch on some captain options. Obviously, we've touched them through the stream, but we said we've gone Salah as an option, KDB, Fernandes. I think those 3 options every single game week. Other than that, Son and Kane.
Yeah,
I think those are pretty much the 5 that I would go for.
Maybe Ings. I don't know. I mean, Salah. If you've got him, most likely, obviously, wait for a bit more Klopp talking, but I think he starts. I think Salah's good.
That's it, Joff. That has been us. That has been the FPL Take the Hit show. We hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining us. Hit us up on Instagram and Twitter if you want to check out our teams. We'll put them up there on Twitter and Instagram before the deadline.
We sure will.
And we'll try to put up our teams showing the points we scored as well, so that people can see what we scored for the week and our ranks as our rank obviously steadily increases. I jumped up I think like 1 million places this week as well. So I'm at 1 million. I'm ranked 1 million now, and I only expect that to go up. I think I'll be in the top 200K by Christmas, to be honest. I know I'm a pretty positive kind of guy, so that's just me. I think that's where I'm headed. I'm only green arrows from here, mate.
No, that's all we can do. I mean, when you got your chips available and we've got a good understanding of what's going on right now.
Yeah,
so it's just be positive. Even if you get a red arrow, it doesn't matter, man. Just keep playing the game. Play the 90. As in any game of anything, just play the whole season, and you'll do good.
That's it. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. As we say at FPL Take the Hit, always remember to stay positive.
Accept the reds and embrace those green arrows, guys.
Thanks, guys. Ciao.
Peace.
Take the hit, take the hit.